Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Teach Yourself Maths. Today we will be looking at lesson number 5, multiplication properties and division rules. Sit back, listen attentively in order to understand. Let's start by reading to understand this example 1. The table shows Sandhya's and Umaid's shores. So this is the table. So let's see the shores on the table. For Sandhya, we have pack lunches, number 1, and number 2, take out trash. So Sandhya has 2 shores. So number of shores is 2 for Sandhya. And for Umaid, let's count the number of shores. We have 1, set the table, 2, clean room, 3, walk dog. So Umaid has 3 shores. Next, Sandhya earns 3 AED, 3 dirham for each shore. So for each one, Sandhya earns 3. So AED for each shore, we have to put 3 here. And Umaid earns 2 dirham for each shore. So for Umaid, it is 2. So we put it in the right box. Next, to find the total for each of these persons, what is 2 multiply 3? In your multiplication table, this is 6. And for Umaid, we have it as 3 multiplies 2. It is also 6. So we get the same answer, 6. Each person earns 6. Next, what I'm going to teach you now is there is a property that says that regardless of how you arrange, regardless of the order of multiplication, for example, as we've done 2 multiply 3, and in this case we decided to start with 3 multiplies 2, you will still get the same answer. And this is what we call the commutative property. Commutative property of multiplication. And that's what I'm going to show you here in the guided practice here. So if you look at this example 2, guided practice 2, this question is asking us, identify the property or rule shown by each question. So look at this question 2. This is 8 multiplies 5. Now it has been reversed. 5 is starting, 5 multiplies 8. You will still get 40 in both cases. So this is commutative property of multiplication. Okay, so the next property I'm going to show you now is what we call the zero property of multiplication. And how is that? Any number multiplies 0 will give you 0. For example, 1000 multiplied by 0 is going to give me 0. This is zero property of multiplication. So if you look at guided practice 1, 12 multiplies 0 is going to give you 0. So anytime you say this, it is zero property of multiplication. Alright, so now the next property I'm going to show you will be done by this independent practice. Identify the property or rule shown by each question. So let's start with this number 4. Any non-zero number, except 0, for example, this is 10, divided by itself, the same number, it will always give you 1. For example, 1000 divided by itself, 1000 will give you 1. And what is this property? It is called once in division. Once in division. Another example of once in division is any number divided by 1. This is different from number 4 now. Any number, 1000, divided by 1 must give you that number, the same number. That is 1000. Okay, 5 divided by 1 must give you 5, the same number. So the dividend and the quotient must be the same. Okay, so with this, if you now look at example number 2, we can easily do it. There are 9 party favors. So party favor, how many? 9. And 9 guests. How many guests? Put it there, 9. The same number divided by itself. The same number will give you 1. Very easy. So each guest will get 1 party favor. Another property I'm going to show you is what we call the division property. Okay, so which is the division property is now the zeros in division. What does it say? When you divide 0 by any non-zero number, any number, for example 0 divided by 2, your result will always be 0. 0 divided by 1000 will always give you 0. So such is this number 6. So 0 divided by 12 will give you 0. And this property is called zeros in division. Alright, so that is it. And we've done this number 8. If you look at number 8, 4 multiplied 3 is the same thing as 3 multiplied 4, which will give you 12, and that is commutative property of multiplication. Number 5, 8 multiplied 0, any number multiplied 0 will give you 0. So remember the property. I'm going to fill it in now. Okay, and the last property I'm going to show you is this. Any number, let's say 1000, multiply by 1. Once it is 1, take note, it will give you that number. Any number multiplies by 1 must give you the same number. Okay, so like number 7 now, we have 22 multiplies 1 must give you 22. And this is what we call the identity property. The identity property of multiplication. Identity property of multiplication. So take note of all these properties and know how to apply them. So just a quick one. This one we are asked to find each unknown number and identify the property or rule. So look at question 9. You have 3 divided by what will be this such that the answer will be 1. That will be the same number. It has to be 3. So the same number divided by itself, remember, a number divided by itself will give you 1. And what property is that? Once in division. Once in division. So look at number 10. What will you have in this box? Multiply by 8 equals 8 multiplied by 4. It was only reversed here. So put the 4 here. So it's 4. And this is commutative property. This is where we're going to end this lesson today. And I am going to see you in the next lesson. Take care and bye-bye.